In this episode, I share with you red carpet experiences before and after the screening of The Color Purple in Accra, Ghana. The screening happened at the Silverbird Cinemas in Accra Mall, and so many people came out to experience this film. Hello, my name is Ivy Prosper, and I'm here for the Ghana premiere of The Color Purple. So many people have come together this evening. Thanks to Sigma Gamma Rho for getting this together and allowing us to have the opportunity to experience this remake of the classic film. Produced by Steven Spielberg and Oprah Winfrey, and the director is a Ghanaian director known best as Blitz the Ambassador, and I'm really excited to see his work on this film and how everything comes together. It's like a little piece of Africa together with America, creating something special. I am looking forward to this film being a great one. I'm here with Rashida S Liberty, who has been instrumental in bringing all of these fabulous women to Ghana on their very first birthright journey, landing on the motherland. And I'm wondering, is it also your first time?
It is my first time being on the continent, and I came to Ghana.
Wow. What made you decide to choose Ghana?
Well, we made a decision to build a school here a while back, just based on the need of the country. And we wanted to make sure that we gave at least 7 schools, but one of the 7 is here in Ghana.
Fantastic. And how many of you ladies came?
About 300 of us came, and we have 100,000 inducted women watching. So the world is watching.
That is phenomenal. 300 women. You're in Accra and you are feeling the heat and the vibe of Ghana in December. How does it feel?
I love it. I actually want us to make this a sustainable project to make sure that we keep coming and keep coming over and over again. So this is just the beginning of what we hope to do. And we're leaving 36 million Ghanaian CD into this economy by the work we're doing. And then we sold some gifts as well that were about $1 million in CD.
That's amazing. So all that money that's being left, are there certain projects that you've allocated it to?
So we allocated to hospitals to make sure we can pay debts for women to be able to come home who may owe debts. We made sure that we put some STEM projects in some of the schools. We did work with the Potter's Village specifically and donated computers. We built a laboratory, and we're going to Kumasi to take a look at the laboratory we're building as well. So I was invited to be a part of the Leaders Circle for The Color Purple with Warner Brothers and Oprah Winfrey. And through that process, there were about 32 women who were invited to a private event with Oprah and were asked to really embrace The Color Purple. So here we are today, but more importantly, our very own sorority sister, Fantasia Barrino Taylor, who plays Miss Seeley, is a part of the movie, and so we're supporting her in this effort as well.
Fantastic. That must have been a really great moment with Oprah.
Yeah, it was. Oh, Oprah, we hang out a lot now in promotion of this movie, so it's been a great time to get to know her and also know her heart and passion for this.
How does it feel with The Color Purple premiering in Ghana and then knowing that the director is a Ghanaian?
I'm very, very excited. And that just shows you that Ghana's on the move and that we're an important country, and people are recognizing that now.
Hello, my name is Jasmine Terry. I am from Houston, Texas. I am here in Ghana. The Color Purple being here in Ghana is so monumental because the fact that it's such a legendary movie, and to be able to be displayed here in Ghana and Africa is definitely rooted in the diaspora, definitely needs us here. So I'm excited about it.
So I'm here with Juliet Ibrahim, and she's looking absolutely fabulous in this royal purple for tonight's premiere of The Color Purple here in Accra. You're looking wonderful.
Thank you, sis. You too.
I love the hair too.
Thanks.
Yeah. Tell me, being here tonight, why is it important?
For me, is the fact that a Ghanaian did a remake of The Color Purple, which is one of my all-time favorite movies. And I was like, wow. Again, I would have never thought that somebody would actually sit down and actually remake the movie. I felt like it was, special. But to be honest, when I watched the trailer, I had goosebumps all over again, especially for a woman who has gone through violence, in molestation and all of that. I just like relived everything, but I just feel like a relief knowing that my favorite actresses were doing it on screen. So it was so amazing to see a lot of top black female actors, just doing amazing work. So I'm just here to support, enjoy myself, see all the beautiful people wearing purple. I put out my purple dress that I've kept for over 6 years and I haven't used. So now it came in handy. And yeah, just see what magic Blitz and the team did. Yeah.
And I'm here with the original Nettie. Akuzia Busia is my host, so we need to bring her to the carpet in a second. But it's so great to always run into my girl.
As your Ghanaian sister now, I'm so honored to be able to support Oprah and Coleman and Danny and Fantasia and the cast and crew that poured their souls into this, but support them in Africa. And so for me, that's the beauty of it, that it's nice to go to America on Christmas Day, but I'm a Ghanaian in Ghana supporting them over here. So I'm ecstatic. And I'm supporting my D9 sisters. I'm a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority. And over here on the soil, I want to promote more unity that we live in the United States. So I had to show up.
Thank you for coming.
And we know we are Africans in America, so it's a full circle, absolutely a full circle moment to be here.
Well, you're looking fabulous with the umbrella and everything.
Yes, so I'm very excited. We had a chance. We've been here for a month now. Have had several different groups and organizations that have come in, build a basketball court, and do some things for the children here in Kumasi, of course. So I'm excited to be here. I'm a part of the Divine Nine. I'm an AKA. So I'm very proud to support my sister, Sibin Gamma Rho.
Fantastic, fantastic. Have you seen the original film before?
Oh, most definitely. I'm a very big proponent of the original film. I've seen it on Broadway. I've seen it in New York. I've seen it in California. I've seen it, and I've seen the film on film. So, yes.
So I'm sure you're looking forward to seeing what this adaptation will be like, this new one.
I'm excited because my favorite choreographer, Fatima, is like, she did all the choreography in it, so I'm very excited to see it.
So what brings you to the film tonight?
Well, my sorority, my chapter is hosting tonight. So I'm a member of the new Lambda Sigma chapter. We are in Accra, Sierra Leone, Liberia, Nigeria, and the Congo. So we have members throughout, and of course in the US as well. So came in today actually from Freetown to just support, welcoming my sorors to Ghana, welcoming some of them for the first time to Africa, and just wanted to, the color purple means so much. One of my favorite movies from when I was a child, and when the opportunity came for us to show it, I was like, we need to bring it to Africa. So excited that we're gonna be showing it to the community. I was talking to some of the younger kids. I was like, these millennials, like, do you know the color purple is like, exactly. So it's interesting how it's going to actually bring generations together because the new version of it. So
I hope you enjoy this new version.
I know, I hope so. I'm looking forward to it. They always say the first one is the best. So I'm looking forward to it, though. Thank you.
Thank you.
After about 2.5 hours in the film, we all came out and some people shared their thoughts on the film.
I would love to know what you think about the film after sitting through. It was more than 2 hours.
It was, but it didn't really feel like it because, half the time it was very emotional, very traumatizing. Half the time I was trying to figure out what's gonna happen. And the interesting part is just when you think, okay, now it's done, they're gonna wrap it up, and then something else comes up, and okay, there's more. Yeah, it was beautiful. It was a movie about redemption, forgiveness, and I think you learn so much. And I was just telling my sister when we were watching it that I just really wish that life was like that. When people do bad, I just hope that they learn and then make amends, but sometimes people just do a lot of messed up stuff and then they get away with it. They always say karma gets you, but karma sometimes takes a really long time.
You said it right, because I love how the film, a lot of things kind of wrapped up and came full circle for them. So thanks for sharing your thoughts.
Thank you for having me.
Totally loved it. I mean, the thing is, I came into the movie with a totally open mind. I mean, I watched the original, loved it. I wasn't really sure how it was going to pan out this time around because, you know, sometimes when they do sequels or they do remakes, it doesn't always, you know, have that same kind of emotion, you know? When we're looking at movies, for example, when you're following certain narratives, you know, it's hard to be consistent. In this particular one, and I'm bad. I'm normally like an hour or hour into the movie, I'm normally falling asleep. I stayed awake throughout the whole thing. I love the subtle changes that they made. Yeah, it was a great movie. The whole cast was good. Some people I've never seen before that I didn't know they actually acted turned out very well. So I liked it. It was nice. And the fact that Harpo had those pants at the end, hilarious. I'm gonna go and make some for myself.
I'm here with two beautiful ladies after the film, both from Sigma Gamma Rho in Ghana for the first time. How does it feel?
Great experience. I had already saw the movie, but it had a different feel here being in the motherland.
Oh, you saw it before. Wow. Okay. So what was different about seeing it while here in Ghana?
I mean, first of all, we had Nettie here, so this was definitely a different experience. But just the fact of being home, the fact that we've been embraced so much, I'm loving it here.
This was my first time seeing it. It's just wonderful. I actually cried. I'm usually a tough girl, but I had to cry this time because it was a really good movie.
And that's it for The Color Purple here in Ghana. It was quite the film. A couple of my favorite moments were seeing some of the connections and influences of Ghana in the movie. That was pretty interesting to see as well. And then seeing Whoopi Goldberg in the movie, and she was originally Celie in the original film. So those were a couple of moments that I really found were great highlights in this movie. But what a phenomenal evening. So many people just enjoyed the show. And you should check it out too. When it comes to your city, when it's in your city, if it comes back to Ghana, because I know this is one showing. I'm not sure if it's going to be coming back for long term, but take the opportunity to see this film. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.